Hi everybody, I'm Greg Fishel. Welcome to bonus weather video number 2 for this week, and the topic is something called DCAPE. We talked about CAPE the other day, standing for convective available potential energy, and that the force of buoyancy allowed an air parcel to accelerate upward and grow into a thunderstorm. But there's also something called DCAPE, which is negative buoyancy, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's start off with your conventional thunderstorm here. And the rain is falling out of it, obviously. Now, up in here, this part of the storm, obviously in the clouds, the air is saturated, okay? But underneath the cloud base, you have unsaturated air. Now, the humidity may still be high, but if it's not 100%, it is unsaturated. So the raindrops fall into that unsaturated air and they start to evaporate. And what does evaporation do? It causes cooling. That makes the air cooler, makes it more dense, and it starts to accelerate downward because now it is colder than the environment that it's in. It started off being warmer than the environment, which made it go up. Now it's colder than the environment and it's accelerating toward the ground. And so that's one of the ways that we get downbursts and downdrafts out of thunderstorms. Okay, so evaporational cooling does that. Now the second reason has to do with something called the drag effect. As precipitation falls, it literally drags some of the air along with it for the ride, okay? So heavy falling precipitation will actually make air descend, and again, when it hits the ground, then it spreads out, and if it's coming down fast when it hits the ground, then the results at the ground are going to be pretty nasty, as they were in some areas yesterday. And then finally, the third reason has to do with convergence and divergence. Now, to get the whole thunderstorm going in the first place, you had the wind converging, which made the air grow up, the towering cumulus clouds and all of that, and then the air diverges at the top of the thunderstorm, okay? Now, supposing the thunderstorm is embedded in a westerly flow, so we're going along like this. Well, the thunderstorm is diverging, but it's embedded in that westerly flow, so over here we have convergence aloft. Well, what does that do? That makes the air go down, and then when it hits the ground, it spreads out, okay? So the whole thing that got the process going, which was convergence of the ground and rising motion and then divergence at the top, it basically reverses itself over here. Now, with a supercell, the updraft is actually tilted, okay? And so what happens in a regular thunderstorm where there's no tilt, the thunderstorm grows and then the downdraft effect starts to kill it. And so it goes through a life cycle and within an hour it's over. But with a supercell, you have a tilted updraft due to wind shear, and the updraft and the downdraft remain separate during the lifetime of the storm, allowing it to continue to be strong for, in some cases, hours and hours and hours. So the wind shear really plays a major role in the organization of thunderstorms and how long they can survive. All right, I hope you found that useful and interesting. That is bonus weather video number 2 for this week. Number 3 will be tomorrow, and the next daily update tomorrow as well. So you all take care. Have a great Thursday evening. We'll talk to you soon. See you later.